And this is the most biggest, ambitious game they've ever done. Your experience could be undone by a couple screenshots. I think 6 years of development could be undone by that. It's a game. It's a game. You have to experience it. That's all I'll say about that.
Oh yeah, guys. All that was leaked was just some screenshots, so you can just ignore them. You can trust us. It's not like we have a vested interest in selling copies of this game after spending so much time and money on it. I mean, it made Neil Druckmann cry.
So you know it's gotta be good.
Even for us who have played this game, we can't even count how many times. We know it inside out. We're still emotionally moved. I've just finished a playthrough and I was crying by the end of it.
Please clap.
Oh, and ignore those disabled comments. Ignore those hidden replies. We had absolutely nothing to do with Musou filing those copyright claims against videos and memes. The Last of Us 2 is a good game. We swear. You just have to have an open mind while playing it to enjoy it. You gotta play it. You gotta. Please buy our game.
It's a game. You have to experience it.
Well, as you could have guessed, Naughty Dog and Sony aren't having a fun time right now. And the funny thing is, it's entirely their own fault. If you've spent any time on the internet at all, then you know one of the worst ways to get people to stop talking about something is to try and censor them. And that's exactly what Sony tried to do. And because of this, way more people are talking about the leaks now. So, good job there, Sony. Really stopped people from talking about the leaks.
How dare you?
Oh, but that's not the only thing that happened because of this. We also discovered just how shitty Naughty Dog are to their employees. And when I say shitty, I mean shitty. Social distancing is extremely important in these trying times. So we're taking the initiative and allowing the Naughty Dog family 8 hours each and every day to return to their homes to get some distance from their coworkers and probably rest or whatever. Wait, what? You know, after reading this, a simple question comes to mind. What the fuck were you doing before this pandemic? Were you just not letting them go home to sleep?
You have to experience it. That's all I'll say about that.
Development progress on The Last of Us 2 is obviously going to slow down, considering we're going to be looking at 112-hour work weeks for the foreseeable future? 112-hour work weeks. Oh yeah, that's totally normal. Not sure why anyone would become disgruntled over that. And if that wasn't bad enough, the team also has to deal with being called close-minded if they voice any concerns over the story of the game at all. The alleged source, who spoke with Australian pop culture news site Sausage Roll, claimed that the environment surrounding the game's development was very divisive, and how even voicing your concerns on its story will upset certain individuals. It usually results in said person being called close-minded or even phobic or some such nonsense. They also added, some people literally have to bite their tongues or fear losing their jobs, even careers, to an outrage mob. Oh yeah, that totally looks like a healthy working environment, as you can see. Oh, what's this? Another story? When I left Naughty Dog late last year, they threatened to withhold my final paycheck until I signed additional paperwork stating I wouldn't share their production practices. They finally relented when I assured them that that was most likely illegal? What? What the fuck? And these are just a few of the stories of Naughty Dog being shitty to its employees. But yeah, it was totally a hacker who leaked info on the game. Not an employee at all. I mean, why would anyone be disgruntled with Naughty Dog when they have a near 70% attrition rate? Jesus Christ, that's high. But yeah, totally a hacker. And to think, much of this wouldn't have been known if Sony and Naughty Dog just let people talk about the leaks in the first place. Just imagine it, Troy. You wouldn't need to beg people to play the game if these two companies weren't absolutely fucking retarded. And this is coming from a fan of the last game who was really excited for this newest one. But after seeing all this shit and receiving a DMCA from Sony's bitch, I'm not looking forward to it anymore. And no amount of begging is ever going to change that.
Your experience could be undone by a couple screenshots. I think 6 years of development could be undone by that. It's a game. It's a game. You have to experience it. That's all I'll say about that.